Can you imagine building a tech empire from your college dorm room? Michael Dell did, and his story is full of bold decisions, innovative strategies, and a constant challenge to the status quo. Austin, Texas, 1984. Michael Dell, a young student at the University of Texas, had a revolutionary idea: to sell computers directly to customers, without intermediaries. Tired of the high prices and lack of personalization offered by stores, Dell founded PCs Limited, with just $1,000. His vision: to offer high-quality PCs, custom-built, and at competitive prices. The context was favorable. The PC revolution was in full swing, but the distribution model was archaic. Dell saw an opportunity where others saw a risk. His room became an improvised workshop, and his dorm mates, his first customers. The beginnings were not easy. Dell faced resistance from traditional manufacturers, who saw his business model as a threat. They had no physical stores or large advertising campaigns. His strategy was based on direct marketing, word of mouth, and customer satisfaction. A key moment was when IBM, the industry giant, made a strategic mistake by allowing other manufacturers to clone its PC. Dell took advantage of this opportunity to offer compatible PCs at lower prices. Demand grew exponentially, and PCs Limited became Dell Computer Corporation in 1988. Another important challenge was inventory management. Dell implemented a just-in-time system, where components were ordered only when an order was received. This reduced costs and avoided the risk of obsolescence. The 90s were Dell's golden age. The company expanded internationally, invested in research and development, and diversified its product line. Latitude laptops and PowerEdge servers became market leaders. Dell was also a pioneer in e-commerce. In 1996, it launched its online store, which quickly became one of the largest in the world. Customers could configure and buy their PCs directly from the web, without having to talk to a salesperson. A memorable advertising campaign was the "Dude, You're Getting a Dell" series, which aired for several years and became a cultural phenomenon. The Dell logo, simple but recognizable, became synonymous with quality and fair price. However, growth was not without problems. Dell faced criticism for its customer service, which was sometimes slow and inefficient. It was also accused of questionable labor practices in its factories abroad. Here comes the juicy part. Did you know that there's a rumor that Michael Dell predicted Apple's downfall in the 90s? In an interview, he was asked what he would do if he were in charge of Apple. His response was blunt: "I'd shut it down and give the money back to the shareholders." The phrase was interpreted as a sign of arrogance and contempt for Apple. However, some argue that Dell was simply being pragmatic. At the time, Apple was on the verge of bankruptcy, and its future was uncertain. The irony is that, years later, Apple rose from the ashes and became one of the most valuable companies in the world. And Dell, for its part, had to reinvent itself to remain relevant in an increasingly competitive market. The anecdote serves to illustrate how unpredictable the world of technology is and how easy it is to be wrong, even for geniuses. Today, Dell Technologies is much more than a PC company. It is a technology giant that offers a wide range of products and services, from computers and servers to software and security solutions. Following the acquisition of EMC in 2016, Dell became one of the largest technology companies in the world. Michael Dell remains the CEO and chairman of the company, and his vision remains the same: to offer innovative and personalized solutions to his customers. Dell has been able to adapt to market changes, such as the growing demand for mobile devices and cloud computing. Dell's story is proof that innovation, perseverance, and a clear vision can transform a simple idea into a global empire. It is the story of a college student who dared to challenge the status quo and build a brand that has changed the way we use technology. Because sometimes, behind a simple logo, there is a whole story of ambition, risk, and overcoming. Did you like this story? Subscribe to Midas Y Marcus to discover more secrets behind your favorite brands. And tell us in the comments, what do you think of Michael Dell's prediction about Apple? Was it a blunder or a realistic